Hello ladies and welcome back to my channel. Today's tichel style, Frieda Hannah's wrap, was inspired by a conversation I had with my good friend and fellow Wrapsister, Frieda Hannah, and she suggested that somebody should pair up the Eyes of Blue scarf and the two scarves. It actually looks like a kit that Aundrea is wearing in the advertisement on the website for the Golden Israelis. It's two scarves and a headband. It's super cute, super cool. And I was like, oh my gosh, I would not have thought of that combination, but yay, I'm game. I've got to try it. So I ordered my Eyes of Blue and the blue Israeli. I did change up in the photo that Aundrea's, the kit that Aundrea is wearing. And I'm going to call it a kit because I think maybe it was a kit. This scarf, she is wearing a taupe. I'm wearing a saffron because I like the saffron better. But also the headband, this headband is one from the more recent kit, the Chocolate Dreams kit, but it seemed to be really similar to the one that she was wearing that I said, yeah, we're going to put it in. So I am uber super grateful to Frieda Hannah for suggesting this pairing because, oh my gosh, amazing, amazing. I am in love with the way the scarves work together. I'm going to try several different variations wrapping it together, but for Frieda Hannah's wrap, I wanted something that was in keeping with her aesthetic, and I really hope she loves this one because I tried to keep it very balanced and put lots of pleats in because I know she loves pleats. And I've got a dozen of them. So I hope she loves this. And I hope you all love this wrap too. Another note, because I film my intros after I do my my wrapping, the wrapping portion, the lipstick in the actual tutorial side, the tutorial part of this video is blue. It's rather cute. I posted it in all my pictures this morning, but when I went through the photos and watched the video, I decided that the blue was a lot, and I knew I was going to be talking a lot in this one, and honestly, it's, I could have gone either way, but I really thought changing the lipstick to something more neutral kind of balanced everything out and kept it peaceful. So I hope it's not too disturbing to go from my nice natural lip to the blue of the next portion. Well, all of that said, let's actually get to the part you guys want to see. Enjoy the next part of the video. So for beginning this look, I've put on my Wendy, and I know I'm wearing this really strange color of blue lipstick, but for some reason it just called to me this morning. Now I am wearing a gold, since the colors in the scarves, and I'll show you, are blue and gold. I thought that this mustard gold would be really cool instead of wearing all blue. Now, the scarf, the pashmina that I'm using is the Eyes of Blue from Wrapunzel. Yes, I will stop flinging it around so I can hold it up for you. And it has these beautiful shades of blue and gold. It's similar in texture, I'm going to say, to the tapestry, but not quite as heavy. It is rather beautiful, very metallic when the sun hits it. So pretty. But it's a pashmina. Has the cute little fringes on this end. And then I'm going to be using two of the Golden Israelis, also from Wrapunzel. This one is the blue, and as you can see, this is very liquid looking. It's amazing the way the light hits it. And I'm going to be using the saffron Golden Israeli. Also, just amazing, amazing. Excuse me. I forgot to take my allergy pill. I should probably have stopped and gotten that before filming, so I may sneeze a little bit. Okay. Now, I think to begin, I'm going to put the blue near my face. Now, I chose blue makeup because, well, it's blue and it's fun. It makes me feel like an ice princess. It's kind of cool. But I'm going to start out with the blue next to my face. I may change it up, but I'm thinking the scarf, the pashmina, is mainly blue with the accent of gold. And I didn't want to have the gold in front, or the saffron, excuse me, the saffron in front, and then have the two blue scarves right next to one another. I thought that might just be not enough contrast between the two. So we'll see how this works out, and then we'll see. All right, I'm going to start by, let's put him on. Oh yeah, that's a look. Straight across my forehead is a look. All right, I'm gonna put him down here. And then I'm going to start by putting on my square scarf. Lately, I've been wrapping them more like they are, I've been folding them over to wrap more like they're a rectangular scarf with just one of the tails being really, really long. But today I'm going to start traditional fold of a square scarf with the triangle. And I'm going to put it on my head, like so. Oops. Okay, when I get it to here, I'm going to try to get this to lay neatly in the front. I'm crossing my fingers that it will work. Okay. So I have that. I'm just going to gather up in the back. I'm just doing crisscross applesauce because I don't want an extra big bulky knot at the bottom of this one. This is a little bit thicker than this. The golden Israeli is a little bit thicker in weight than the other Israeli tichels. So I don't want that extra bit of bulk at the nape of my neck. I'm twisting the tail because I want to fold this away. I don't really want to see more of the blue than this piece at the front. So I am going to modified regal wrap this away. And it's a modified regal wrap because this piece doesn't go all the way around and tuck in anywhere. It just kind of has to hang out up top and wait for its partner tail to come up and secure it in place. Now, definitely if you're worried about it, you could stick a pin in there, but by the time we put the other two scarves on top, I don't think you're gonna have a problem with this guy holding in place. And I'm gonna do the same thing for this side. Now, if you plot ahead or plan ahead, you could have this one already folded so that you're not doing it one-handed. Like this. And you won't run into the same problems with tucking away because you'll have already planned for this and had it folded. Okay, I'm just going to bring it up and I'm going to find the pocket behind the scarf and I'm going to stick this in it. There we go. Okay. Now the only reason I'm worried about it laying flat is because it may be able to be seen later. Not seen, like I won't be able to see through the scarves, but you may find a lump if it's not laying properly. And I do not want, I have donuts on the brain, I almost said donut. Do not want it to be an issue later with having a big lump right there. Now, I'm going to try and make this lay a little bit flatter. I may just All right, I may just fold it under my shaper. So we got the shaper here, scarf, a little bit under. It'll just give it a slightly nicer look. If you don't mind it being blousy, just leave it be. It should be fine. Okay, there. I like that a little bit better. Okay. For the next part, I am going to do what I did. So this is a combination of techniques because I'm going to do the technique. I'm going to utilize the technique for making this square into the more rectangular tail type scarf. So just like this instead of the norm, what I just did for here. I'm going to place it on my head. Now I'm looking at it, which side do I want to have the tail end up on? I typically like the long tail to end up on my left side. Sometimes it ends up on my right side, but I think I'm prettier from the left side. But I'm going to try to get that to happen. And as we can see, silly girl, that's not going to happen this way. Let's see. Okay. All right. This is much better. Okay, so I'm taking our friend, the golden Israeli in saffron, and I'm going to place it so that it lines up. If you can see the front of this, I'm going to line it up with that because perfect. And then I'm just going to bring this piece here. I could make it a little bit longer. I'm not bothering right now. I'll probably regret that later, but as in right this minute, later. Okay, but I can take this guy, tuck him in, unlike my normal wraps where, you know, we have the two, and I'm the two scarves. The last time I did it, explaining the two scarves, and then I had to bring it around to have this piece hold it in place. Here, I'm don't need that so much. I can just tuck it in. So that's what I did. I brought it around, tucked it into the pocket, and then I can maneuver these guys just to be neater as I need to. Okay, so we have the long tail over my left shoulder. Now I'm going to take this scarf, I mean, honestly, this is really, really, really pretty the way it is, but I am going to be placing this scarf on my head because I want to do pleats. I really want to do pleats. Pashminas make me want to pleat. It's the P. So I'm going to place it on my head. I really do like that design, this particular ribbon-like design. So I'm just going to leave it open like so. Now I know that leaves this huge mount in the back. Let me get it even Steven on the tails. Remember to mention that. Even Steven on the tails. And I'm going to gather it up like so, just like I did for the Israeli. And I'm going to crisscross these guys, just like so. Okay, now, as you can see, I've uncovered up all the gold. So we're going to adjust. Lay flat and adjust. Okay, just like so. Okay, I've got two tails. I'm going to start with my friend over my right shoulder. Okay, this is my first time wrapping with the Eyes of Blue. All pashminas go through the mandatory pleat challenge, the pleat test. So it just seemed fair to do the pleats with this one as well. Now, I'm not going to take a huge amount of time to discuss how I make the pleats. I've done that in lots and lots of different videos. If you're new to my channel, I do have several videos on how I create pleats. And I go in depth into the process. So definitely check out those videos. Now I'm going to adjust these guys because I can see you hiding in there. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I've got that done. I'm bringing this piece around to the back. And let me spin a second. I'm going to tuck it in just like so. And cross my fingers, it will stay where it's supposed to. Okay. So definitely cool. I'm pleased with this so far. Now I'm going to bring up and over this scarf because I want right here to have gold. Now I could have brought this scarf up before to have it underneath and go, but I think I want to do it this way. I'm folding in the short edges, and then I'm just going to crinkle it a bit and see if I can get some random pleats to come up this way. If I can't, then I will set them. But amazing. Okay. Now I'm going to make sure no small short parts are showing. And I'm going to tuck this in the best I can without disrupting the other scarf. Okay. Lots and lots of pleats. Okay. Please excuse me again. The lesson learned here is take your medications. Now, I've already made a mistake. Oops. Sorry, guys. I totally forgot to put up the headband. Oh, no. Okay, so we're not taking it all off. We're just going to take off this last piece. I know, it's got pretty pleats, but it's not necessary to pull the whole thing off. I'm going to have the band here. I really like the idea of off-center headbands. They're the best. And it also gives me a place to tuck my friend the tail that didn't want to stay. Amazing. Okay. All right, so we've got a lot going on here. Definitely might take off the headband for the look, but it's worth a try to see how many elements of the kit that Aundrea was wearing in the advertisement for the Golden Israelis that I can get into it. And I can always just cheat this back just some more so that I get that peak of gold here. I can still see the blue. I get the jewels and the amazing Eyes of Blue scarf. The only part I'm having issue with right now that I think is kind of ugly is this piece right here is not laying as flat as I'd like it to. I may have to mess with that. This is, again, this is the first time I'm wrapping with this whole ensemble together. First time I'm even wrapping with this at all, this Eyes of Blue. So it takes a little bit of time, a little bit of finagling to get it perfect, to get, well, as perfect as it's going to get, because nothing is ever really perfect. But I won't even get started on that because, wow, that's a whole nother video. Okay, folding these in and bringing these up. Okay, so. And I can get more pleats in this like I did before. That would be kind of awesome. Kind of makes me sad. As you can see, it kind of made me really sad that, you know, it's like I get the perfect amount of pleats the first time, and then I notice I miss a step in the whole wrap, and then I have to start over again. So even within, you know, the same wrapping, I don't always get the same result the second time, and it's kind of sad. But this one will probably turn out better. That's the way I'm kind of going to look at it. This one will turn out better. Okay, tucking in, and this is a ginormous wrap. This feels ginormous on the head, but it's still really kind of cool. I'm kind of liking it. And it's not, it's balanced. It's well balanced, I think. I'm going to do the same thing with the pleats, and I'm going to have the pleats because I don't need a super ton of this gold showing, or this, it's really saffron, and I should call it by its proper name. I don't need a lot of saffron showing. Like I didn't need a huge amount of this Eyes of Blue showing right up front. I've got this amazing portion and this amazing portion. And I've got a little teeny tiny gold here. So if I have a little teeny tiny bit of gold here and huge gold here, I think it would throw off the balance of the wrap. So I'm going to try and keep the balance. Lots of the Eye of Blue on both sides, little peaks of gold. And then we have this little peak of blue here, but it's kind of, you'll see. I think it's easier to demonstrate than explain. Okay. Again, with the, I'm going to fold over that edge. I think that will work better. Okay, my friend. And I do talk to my scarves, and I will fix that. I do talk to my scarves while I'm doing this. It helps to alleviate some frustration when they don't behave, or when they, you know, when they don't do something that I want them to do. Talking to them instead of getting frustrated is helpful for me. Probably sounds very strange, but it works for me. There's the third. There's the fourth. There you go. Okay, here's number 5. Here's number 6. Taking and rolling over. Okay. Now, I am going to adjust pleating. As I can see, it's not the way I had it pleated. So I can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the 5th one is trying to escape. And the 6th one actually did escape. So we're going to get that back in. Okay, so I have 6 of them. This piece I'm going to worry about in a minute, but for now we're going to bring it around. And I want to cover up as much of that gold as I can on the back, because you can see all this gold. I want to cover it up as much as I can. So I'm bringing the Eyes of Blue around the back and just to cover it up. And then I'm going to find the pocket and tuck it in. Now, if the knots do not bother you in the thicker scarves, having a knot in the back might be helpful for tucking away. You can see I'm trying to keep the gold not seen. Bringing this guy down here. You can see some that one blousey part is bugging me. Okay. Now this part is insanely blousey, but I'm going to just roll it under. So you can see it. If you can see from the back, I'll show it to you. You can see all of the blousey bits. I'm just going to roll them under. I don't think I could have gotten a 7th pleat in there, so I'm not going to try. It's not worth the frustration, to be honest. It's just easier to roll this in and tuck it away. Now you can see what I mean about the balance in the wrap with as far as color. Here's this little piece. You have a little piece. The majority is the pleats and the blue, but I also think you get to see, let me scooch back some. You get to see how the blue near my face is better than having the gold near my face and then 2 blue scarves. You wouldn't get the same amount of contrast in this look. Okay, now I will probably continue to fuss with this for a few more minutes just to get it to where I like it. So I can still see a few imperfections that I'm going to have to work on getting rid of before I step out of the house today. For bread, potato chips, and American cheese. I know, very fancy schmancy, but you back here. Okay, and this is today's look. All right. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next tutorial. Okay, so I know I always do this, but I feel like I need to add a little bit here. Number one, I added 2 pins, 2 regular ordinary sewing pins with a ball on the head into the side here, just because I didn't feel like taking off the whole wrap and rewrapping to get the style that I wanted. So just 2 pins, one to hold the gold scarf down, which was having the issue with wanting to pop through, and then one to hold the blue scarf back and up in position. Now, when I redo this and practice it more and more, I won't need those pins, and if you can do it without the pins, that is a bonus. That is awesome. And I also realized that, as per my usual, I forget that the back and seeing the back is just as important as seeing the front. So I will give you a nice spin around so you can see the back. Again, if there are imperfections in the back, I'm going to fine tune them in my other room where I have 2 mirrors so that I can see it. But this will give you an idea of what the back looks like right now. Okay, so this is the side. And then the right side is here. All right. Now, ladies, have a wonderful day and enjoy the beautiful sunshine if it's sunshiny. If it's raining, enjoy the cleansing rain. Have a wonderful day.